Everyone, it's Keely here, and today I'm sharing a layout for the January Stash Bash on Scraptember. I will link the Scraptember Facebook group below in the comments. Now, the January Stash Bash is a month of memory keeping with a new prompt and video every day. Natalie has organised for some amazing scrappy YouTubers to put a video up every day. And it's designed to help us scrappers use up our stash. Now, I know we all have tons of stash, and there's things in our stash that we've probably not used for a long time. For example, today's prompt is gems. I can't even remember the last time I used gems on a layout. In fact, I thought I had more gems than I have, but I must have passed quite a number of those on to Darcy and only kept a couple of those. So I'll link the Scraptember Facebook group below, and I'll also link the playlist so you can watch everyone's videos. We're on day 26 now, so there's quite a number of videos to go back on if you wanted to. So like I mentioned, my prompt today is gems. Now, before I actually made my page, I was trying to think of some amazing idea to use up gems, and nothing really came to mind, and what didn't really work. So I decided to not focus on the prompt, and actually just focus on making a page and then adding the prompt in where I felt it'd work within my design for my layout. Now, this actually works a lot better for me. I find that sometimes I get so fixated on a prompt or a challenge that my mojo ends up disappearing, and I don't make anything. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to just make a page and then make the prompt work for me, and it works really well. Now, what I've done so far is I started off by fussy cutting some butterflies. I added some gems to the centres of those, and now I'm just attaching some paper strips to my page. I'm using the Coco Vanilla Studio Unforgettable collection, and the photo that I'm scrapbooking today, which when I picked gems, this was the first photo that came to mind. And it's a photo of my daughter Darcy, and she'd just got her ears pierced. Now, she'd been asking us, she wanted her ears pierced for her 4th birthday, and me and her dad decided that if she still wanted them done by the summer holidays, then we'd go and take her to get them done. And she was still going on about it, so we said, right, we'll take her to get them done. Her big brother also decided he wanted to get an ear pierced as well. Now, Darcy was very, very brave. She only cried a little bit with the initial shock of getting her ears pierced, but as soon as she saw the earrings in her ears, she was beaming. She was so happy, and she absolutely loves her earrings. And we've changed them over now. This was back in the summer when she had them done. We've changed them over, and she picked some lovely little heart studs, which she's wearing at the moment. So now I'm just trying to think, where do I want to place these butterflies? So I'm just going to mess about with those. I'm like, where do I want this one to go? And I think I decide to back my photo and then try again with those. So I'm just having a look now through some scraps that I have left of this collection. I do still have quite a number of full sheets, but I do try to use scraps for backing the photos and things rather than cutting into a full 12x12. So I'm just cutting up some papers there to put behind my photo. And I think I do go for like a light blue pattern paper. I think it was from one of the cut aparts to back my photo. I do trim my photo down just a little bit, just so that I can fit it onto this scrap of paper. I'll move all those out the way. And it's because I picked the blue because there is a few bits of the blue in the floral paper, so I wanted just to add a little bit more of that. And I'm just going to stick that down. But yeah, I do add more gems than the 3 I've added so far. Like I said, I found that if I just went, just started scrapbooking, making a page, and then adding in the gems where I felt they fit well, and just getting all tongue-tied there, distressing the edges of those like I did with the papers on the background. And I'm going to attach my photo right there. She looks adorable on this photo. We'd actually come out of the piercing place and there was torrential rain. We had a very wet summer. So we were just stood in a doorway of, I think it was an old bank at this point, just to wait out the rain before we carried on with what we had to do for the rest of the day. There's this tag piece from one of the cut apart sheets, which it had the same floral pattern. So I just took that behind the photo, and I really like how that looks. And I've decided that there's going to be a butterfly at the top, and I do like this one on the corner of the photo, and I'm also going to attach one at the bottom near the title. And I pop the wings up on foam and stick the butterfly down in the middle, just so they look like they're flying across the page. And there's this little tab here which I'm going to attach to the top because it had, again, the same floral pattern, and it also had the grey tones which matched perfectly. And that's another butterfly being stuck down. Oh no, I'll stick down this little banner piece first because I'd like the butterfly just to overlap that. I think that on there says life is good. She was a very happy girl this day. Now I've gone on to the foam phrase title stickers, and I'd already used the shine foam sticker, but I decided I'll still use the bright, and I'm going to pull some thickers from my stash to finish off the title. And I had stuck this down a little bit wonky. I do go back at the end off camera when I'm looking above the layout and realise that it's wonky, so I do straighten that up. What am I doing next? Oh, I do want to add a touch of this black somewhere else, so I've got one of the foam hearts and I'm going to attach that there. And now I'm coming in with some more of the gems. And now I do attach 3 of these silver gems here, which I do change those up in a moment. I'm going to attach my butterfly at the bottom. Again, put in a little bit of tape in the middle and some foam on the wings just to give that a bit of dimension. Now I'm just having a look to see what else will work from this collection. I don't have the entire collection, I only picked a few things that I knew I'd use. And I do attach a phrase sticker at the bottom. I did have the fleur, but I've used all that up. Now I'm coming in with the thickers that I've chose. Now these are some Paige Evans thickers. I can't remember which collection they were from. But because I wanted them to be black, I just coloured over those with a Sharpie. And I've been doing this quite a bit recently. I seem to need black thickers and I don't have many of them. So, I'm still using up stash, so I'm pleased about that. And now I'm coming in with some more of the gems. Now I've got these ones which, depending on what light they're in, they look different colours. Now there is some that the main colour of them is purple, and I thought that worked really well with this collection. So I do add some of the purple ones in, and some more of the silver ones as well. And I'm just adding these into 3 clusters. I've got 2 of these actually. I don't know why I've got 2 packets of those, but I do. But to keep, because like I said, I passed quite a number of these on to Darcy, so I must have liked these ones to keep them. Now here's some close-ups of my layout. You'll be able to see where I've used the gems, and I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Please do check out the Scraptember Facebook group and everyone else's videos. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye.